Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use AWS Lambda to have various layers as well as SDKs, system SDKs and libraries. So as I gone through various issues like deployment on AWS Lambda, like some people were not able to use the libraries in Lambda, some were facing some issues related to it. So let's get started.
We are in this node RFC documentation, and you can see here is the installation. And if you go to the installation, we have Windows, we have Linux. So I just use this Linux one. I just follow all the steps in this particular Docker image, and this is the Docker image for running. Basically Lambda runs on this Amazon Linux, so I just cloned it, I just pulled it, and I followed all the steps. Basically I just wanted to check like if Lambda runs on means like this SDK runs on this Lambda or runs on Lambda or not. So I just pulled this image Amazon Linux, and after that I just volume mount this present working directory with my with the output folder of Amazon Linux, and the image ID. And after that I copied this RFC SDK to my present Docker image, that is Amazon Linux Docker image. After that I copy this config file. All this procedure is available here. I just followed all this process, and I didn't get any error, and I was successfully able to check it. But to run the node modules, I just have to install node.js and basically Amazon CLI, and for Linux ARM this is the one. And I installed SAM. Basically you need homebrew, but I did it with Git. And after that I just configured this AWS credentials. These are some dummy credentials here, and I just zip the lib files as well as the function code in a zip file, and then I just uploaded it. So AWS Lambda update function code. I just created a function before on Lambda. This is the name of the function, this is the name of the function, and then it will just update the code. So the problem here was first the problem was like size, and because it was exceeding 50 MB, and I just have to be in 50 MB, and to be more structured basically. So what I did was this is the code. I just created an index.js file, and this is a simple lambda code. As you can see, a handler with an event and a context, and I just use this node RFC node module. So basically this node module I'm getting it from a layer. So this is my layer. I just created a node.js folder. Inside that node.js folder I created a package.json, and this is the package. Basically I run npm init command, so it gave me this structure, and then I just install it via npm install node -rfc @next. So next. So with this command I'm getting all these node modules, that is node RFC module, and basically this whole thing. And I just zip this particular thing here to be in a separate layer for later purpose. And after that I created a lib file. Here as you can see, I just did some patching here, because I was getting an error with the current SDK. When I load it, and I got this error like libuid.so.1 is not found. So what I did was I just copied all the files that are available in lib64 from this Docker image. So I copied following files. These are the 3 files that I copied into my current library, that is this SDK library. So this one, and this one are from Linux, and the rest of one are from the SDK, that is the SAP SDK. So after doing all this, what was the next step? So here it is, in the S3 Amazon S3 bucket. I created an empty bucket. After that I put lib.zip and node.js.zip, that I already shown you earlier here, as you can see. This is the lib.zip and node.js.zip with this following folders, and I uploaded them. I copied the ARN and created a lambda layer. uh, these the ARN, these are the ARNs, and I have created two layers here. First one is node RFC module layer, that is it contains node modules, and here I put node.js runtime. But with this RFC SDK, I didn't put any runtime because it is going to use the basically Amazon Linux OS1. So after doing that, I created a lambda function. This is the function name, this is the runtime. I set a permission. Now the point is, if you are doing some basic lambda execution, then you have to choose lambda basic execution, and for VPC purpose you have to choose lambda VPC basic execution policy. So I created a role, and in that particular role I selected lambda VPC, and then I'm just going to create this function. So function is created, this is the sample code, and let me just copy this particular code here and paste it here, and then we'll just save it. So basically we just have to check like it is giving client.version or not. So let's test it. Let's name this event as test, and then test it again. So you can see the result. Okay, the module is not found. Okay, so the problem here is like node RFC SDK module, that is the node module, is not found. So now it is the time to attach layers here. So we will just go to the layers. The configuration, we'll go to layers. So here in this layer we will just add a layer like node module RF and version 1 and add. So the layer that we created, this layer, we are just putting it with this lambda. So let's test it again. Now we are getting an error like libsap wrfc.so not found. So basically it is time for the second basically it is a time to load the second layer, that is the SDK layer, into this particular lambda function. So we will just click on layers again, add a new layer, and here as we didn't select the runtime, so we have to provide a ARN here. So we'll just go to the layer, we'll just copy this SDK layer and we'll just add it. So after adding this layer, we will not get any errors regarding the libraries that are not found. But if you run it now, then too you will get the same error. Let me show you. Like this one. As you can see, the client version is showing here as I load it, and it is giving some error. So basically we got the client version here, but we didn't get means the credentials are not correct. That is the reason why it is not showing. But you can see the version is there. So if the credentials are correct here, then you will be able to open this client and you will be able to do this with the lambda approach.